Well, hello, Cooking Coach James here, talking to you today about some of the common area of concerns or objections you can possibly encounter doing your next upcoming virtual cooking shows. Now, we know that there are always two sales taking place. The customer either is going to sell you on why they need to think about it, or you're gonna sell them on why this is the absolute reason they need to get started now. So remember that. So if an area of concern comes up, you just need to be confident and certain with your answer so you can transfer that emotion of certainty over to your customer. So we're gonna talk today about the four primary areas of concern. Number one is, I would like to taste the food first before I make a decision. Number two, we will discuss about the sizes of the pans. I can't really see it, touch it, feel it, and how to give the consumer confidence to get around that mental hurdle. The next one is just general market sentiment of economic challenge with my job or the economy in general. And the other one is when we're doing the pollution test, they are tasting their pans, but they haven't tasted Salad Master. So I would like to taste your pan in the soda test too before I'm really certain. I want to start with the first one about tasting the food, because there's two edges to this sword here. First and foremost is if you're trying to book shows with a customer that you've already done bricks and mortar in-home demonstration where they see you, you're very close, interactive, and they taste the food, and maybe it's even a group show, they need to get their head around the virtual concept. So what we've found is you can explain it to them, but if they haven't really experienced it, they don't really get it and they won't buy into it, and they'll say, okay, great, when all this social distancing is lifted, let's do this. If you do a live cooking show, if you do a virtual cooking show, and they get zoomed in on the experience and you follow them up after that, they go, yeah, okay, I can see this happening. So we call it, first of all, you gotta sell that cooking show. It's a watch and learn experience. It's a 90-minute interactive experience, just like somebody might sit down with their spouse and watch a movie. It can be before dinner, before breakfast, after breakfast. It is an educational and entertaining opportunity, and that's how we really market it. It's an experience, a 90-minute experience. And so first and foremost, you got to get your owners on board because they're going to feed the pipeline. So when you're on the cooking show, first of all, we anticipate the experience. When we first started, we always thought, okay, well, worst case scenario, they don't buy, we'll book a show for them later. We're thinking, no, we want to close this deal now because they need it now and they're doing more healthy home cooked meals now. The right food, the right tools, and the right equipment now is a necessity. And so when we open up, I think first and foremost, we always have a little chit chat lifestyle questionnaire. We talk about our three main objectives: to book, to build, to buy, the 3Bs: book, build, buy. So really our number one goal is to impress you where you want to recommend your friends, and we'll help you get some very, very nice, high quality premiums products of our company. Number two is right now we find that a lot of people are looking to do an add-on income, and this is the perfect virtual business. And there's an opportunity to get earn a matching set of this cookware. There's tremendous tax deductions available for you. And then number three is interested in owning the best cookware on the market. And it is right now, we've got so many incentives, so many stimulus is going on right now. We got people calling us back that have been thinking about getting it, they're getting it now. So if ever you're thinking about getting it, now is the perfect time. So we want to set that strong stage at the beginning of the show, and we also want to chit chat, particularly if they're in the industry of hospitality, airlines, any sort of travel related things that may be immediately hit. There are some people that are on furlough or unemployment, but they are receiving benefits, and for them it's a paid vacation. They know they're going to go back in 30, 60, 90 days or so. So there's really not that uncertainty, but it's good to find out if there is uncertainty at the beginning of the show. So we want to address the taste of the food first. And so let's just say, as you're going through the show, can you see why so many people are investing in the cookware? Can you see with all the savings now, more than ever, people need to be saving money, and that's why so many people are getting this cookware now. urgency words, and really, quite frankly, it doesn't matter what the concern is. A lot of time it's just a knee-jerk reaction. I want to think about it because they don't want to make a decision. But again, lots of interactive questions, lots of trial closes through. So when somebody at the end, they say, I'd really like to taste the food first. I would recommend a simple answer is, I kind of felt the same way. And quite frankly, even before I started doing virtual shows, but I found so many people are getting it. And the reason why is assume the sale. You will love the food. And I'll tell you a reason why you're going to love the food. Number one, there's more nutrients. It's sealed in. You're not losing those flavors through steam evaporation. So you're just going to love it. And the second thing that you're going to really love is there's no metals or chemicals contaminating the flavor. So you really have a clean cooking surface, and it's going to make all the difference, and you're going to love it. And so when you pick your set out today and we write up your order, we'll process it the next couple days. You'll get it. We'll schedule a cook-along experience. I'll do your first customer care call virtually together. It'll be a blast. And I wanted to let you know this is more than about getting a set of cookware. This is like an opportunity for us to have a journey together, and I'm your cooking coach to support you. So answer the question, ask a closing question. So did you like that professional set or want to start on that master, right? So answer the question, close is the process. And you can give further reference and say, when you go to a restaurant, you look at the menu, it looks good, you buy the food, then you taste the food. And that's the same sort of thing here. It looks good, and when you get it, it tastes good. Or you're driving down the freeway, you see a In-N-Out burger or something like that, and you go, that burger looks good. You don't taste it, you drive in, you taste it. We have people that are buying houses virtually now, people that are buying cars without taking for a test drive, people buying new refrigerator and stove. This is the virtual world we live in. I just want to let you know that I'm here with you in the process. So did you like that set or this set? That gift or this gift? Monthly or credit card? Okay, and so that kind of deals with the food thing. You got to be the one that's sold on it, whether you're trying to book the show, whether they bring that up at the end. Plan B is curbside delivery, meaning after they've seen the show, just say, well, let me ask you, trial close. If you did taste the food and you enjoyed it like you know you will, do you feel that you're going to go ahead with the set? Yes. And what set would you choose? What gift would you choose? What method? Great. Well, let me deliver your food. Okay. Are you going to be home in the next half an hour? Schedule the appointment and say, by the way, I'll bring over some samples so that you can see them. Okay. Right? And so you just schedule a curbside appointment. Plan C, of course, is schedule a qualified booking in the future, but burn that bridge because so many people are saying yes now, and do realize that, know it in your heart, know it in your mind, and project that to the customer. Number 2 is going to be the pod test. So when you are doing the pod test, we always ask them to prepare 2 or 3 of their favorite pans in advance. We put half an inch of water, baking soda, boil it on high heat set the alarm on your clock for maybe 7 minutes. We get them to taste before it boils and then after it boils, right? And so we just let them know while we're explaining the digital flip chart that it's a non-reactive cooking surface, and usually it doesn't come up. But if it does come up with the technocrats, the scientists, the people that are nuclear physicists, analytical mind, what I normally say is, our cookware is classified as non-reactive for cooking conditions, and that is actually something that's written by the chief engineers of our manufacturer at Regalware, and that's the reason why you can put this high quality steel inside your body. If you put regular stainless steel inside the body, it will react, and who knows what will happen. It might release something into the blood, so obviously that's not good. So if the surgeon's going to put this inside of your body, if a dentist is going to put this as an implant, it's clean, it's pure, it's non-reacting, and it's something that we can stand behind for a lifetime guarantee. That's why you're going to love this stuff. Okay, and so you just kind of answer that objection with confidence. Another area of concern that might come up is the sizes. Okay, now with the digital flip chart, you can double click, the size pops up. Some of you actually like to move your camera so they physically see the size and you show them in there. I always tell people, okay, so what you want to be certain of is the set you choose today is going to replace what you have now, right? You want to make sure that those are going to be the right tools for the job, right? Okay, so open up your cupboard, pull them up, let's talk about what we're going to replace. And then we just go pan by pan. Yep, you need to replace that. Yep, what else you got? Dig it out, okay? And so it really isn't an area of concern. All you're doing is, again, giving them confidence. Your confidence breeds their confidence. And the final thing really is about job uncertainty. And if you did have that conversation at the beginning of the show, you shouldn't really have too much concern at the end. And if it is, you just triangles all the way through. You're going to talk about food savings, energy savings, oil savings, never have to replace. You can't afford not to cook on anything else. But the more important thing is do a building show. Do a show that is fun, fast, value added. Talk to the people why so many people are choosing this as the perfect side gig, and let them know the 3 primary benefits of doing this business. Number 1, adding a 1099. Again, if you're in another country, I don't know what that's called. That's an IC, independent contractor, to an employee income. You add a 1099 to a W-2 income, you have significant and substantial tax benefits. In the United States, you got 100% depreciation on your capital purchase, meaning your cookware is deductible fully in your first year of doing this business, even if it's on a part-time basis. And so the tax deduction is massive. The stock program is like notched up. We're gonna help you get a matching set for free. In fact, we can do the virtual shows together, okay? It's gonna be fun. You're gonna learn more about recipes. And the final thing is, yes, you can make a significant immediate side income. And it was working great for me. A lot of people are having fun with it. I don't make income claims. I don't need to. But it does give people peace of mind, certainty. Keep in mind, when somebody is on unemployment insurance, they're getting 60 to 80% of their normal income. And so they're also in a lower tax bracket. So you add the tax savings in there. They don't need to make a lot. Maybe an extra $1,000 a month will give them a lot of confidence. And so remember, tax benefits, stock program before the extra income, and we're going to do this thing together. And so, ladies and gentlemen, there's other area of concerns that are going to come up, and really do a great job on building value, on price conditioning, justifying the money, creating urgency. Our phone is ringing off the hook. People are going crazy about the stimulus specials that I have right now, and that's the fear of missing out, right? And so we create that enthusiasm, that excitement, and you know, the only other concern is you might have a little bit of technical difficulties getting people on a video recording at the beginning of the show. It's possible that if you don't involve the husband or don't use a lot of questions, or your demo is too long, that you might lose one of them. Ask questions, use their first name often. Have them use a laptop or an iPad, because it's a little larger viewing experience versus a phone. That way they're not too crowded in trying to watch it on the phone for 90 minutes. And again, don't draw out your show. Don't make it too boring. And other than that, ladies and gentlemen, it is a watch and learn experience. Have fun with this. Go virtual, go viral. I'll see you at the Master Dealer Convention.